A mysterious thief with a white cap and a white hat. Who does that guy actually remind me of?
Pokemon Ranger! I choose you!
What's up everybody, it's your Pokemon Ranger Boy here and welcome to another review of the Pokemon X, Y and Z anime. Today guys, we are tackling episode 18, which is called Left and Right, the Binacles Swaying Heart. And guys, first of all, I have to say that this episode was really enjoyable when it comes to the story and also when it comes to the pure enjoyment in general. So without further ado guys, let's go straight into the action. Before we will start with the episode, we are seeing a little event happening within the main story of this anime, and that is that Team Flare is trying to use the power of Zygote Core 2 to achieve their own goal. But during this process, Zygote Core 2 seems to suffer a lot, and that suffering is also something which also Puni-chan is feeling, because all the Zygote Cores are somehow connected to each other. And because of that, Puni-chan is of course really worried about his companion. But after a little cheering up song of Barney, Puni-chan is a little bit happy again, and they are continuing on with their journey. And while walking through the town, Serena notices an advertisement for an exhibition of a huge diamond, which will be shown in a hotel. And of course, as a lady, Serena's of course really stunned about this. And although the guys, and especially Ash, aren't really that excited about this diamond, they are still going to visit this diamond. And of course, the ladies are really happy about that. And before I will go on with their review, I have to say, Ash, man, if you wanna marry a certain someone in your group, and no, I don't mean Clement, then you will have to prepare yourself to actually buy something like a diamond, if you know what I mean. But let's continue on with the story. After arriving at the hotel where the location of the diamond is, they unfortunately have to realize that the show is already over for today. But Ash, as friendly as he is, he decides spontaneously that they will stay at the hotel for the night, so that at the next day the girls can easily have a look at this diamond. And of course this also makes Barney and Serena really happy. But this happiness doesn't really last for long, because it seems like that the exhibition room where the location of the diamond is has been invaded by someone. And this someone seems to be a mysterious thief by the name Kaito Naku. Really guys, Kaito Naku? Do I even have to point out more that this guy really resembles Kaito Kid from Conan? But okay. Nonetheless, Kaito Knuckle later on will be revealed as a guy named Knuckle. Well, according to Bolopedia, his name is Knuckle. Didn't really stole anything, because his main goal wasn't really the diamond, but the lock which has protected the diamond, because he just wanted to unlock this lock. And the reason for that is because that in the past Knuckle was actually a locksmith, and all those locks in the town has been created by his former master Edo. And I guess because he wanted to prove his master that he can do it, he just tries to unlock all those locks created by his former master. But still confused about the events with Kaito Naku, the crew are on their way to their hotel room, but suddenly they have been surprised by one half of a binacle, which also has the nickname Right. And of course Edo, the locksmith and master of Knuckle, immediately recognizes Right, because not only it seems like that Right is his Pokemon, but also they also seem to have a kind of fight between each other. And while our heroes are staying at the hotel, we are seeing Kaito Naku, aka Knuckle, talking with his partner Left, which is of course the other part of the binacle, really confidently speaking about how they successfully have break in this hotel and also unlocked this really difficult lock. But suddenly he got attacked by Team Rocket, because of course Team Rocket also have watched this event and they want to use the skills of Knuckle and Left to break in a Pokeball storage so that they can steal as many Pokemon as possible. So the next day has arrived and our crew are trying to find the other half of Binacle, which is of course Left. And of course Clement, as our scientist and inventor, he immediately invents a machine which, oddly enough, not only does really work but also didn't explode. Again, I don't know why, but I guess that somehow Clement has improved his invention skills to this point that his invention won't explode anymore, and I hope that they will explode in the future, because I really miss that joke. And while Clement's machine has successfully detected Left, we are seeing of course Left and Knuckle supposedly working together with Team Rocket to unlock this Pokeball storage. But of course Knuckle isn't a bad guy at all, and instead of helping Team Rocket, he immediately turns his back to them and attacks them so that he can successfully escape. But of course Team Rocket won't let him escape that easily and is trying to capture him again. But unfortunately, while attacking Knuckle, they are also attacking a gas tank, which not only blasts off Team Rocket again, but also sets this Pokeball storage room on fire. And without the necessary key to open this lock, all those Pokemon in the storage room are helpless. But no need to worry, Knuckle, as a good guy as we know him, is unlocking this door with his partner left, and of course he tries to save all those Pokemon. But unfortunately, all the fire around them also causes the building to collapse and also causes the lock to melt, so that in the end it can't be opened easily anymore. And while Knuckles seems to be in a really dangerous situation, of course our heroes arrive and they are trying to help Knuckle. But they have to realize soon that this won't be an easy task, and because of that, a ride is leading Bonnie to Knuckles' former master Edo, and together with Edo they are trying to free Knuckle. But even with Edo in the location right now, they still can't really free Knuckle, and because of that Edo and Knuckle now have to work together with left and right to unlock this damaged lock together with teamwork. And although Knuckles seemed to doubt his own skills, his master of course is trying to motivate him and cheering him up, and together with teamwork and a lot of effort they finally are rescuing not only Knuckle but also the many Pokemon which of course were in this storage room. And although Knuckles seems to be one of the heroes of the day, he still has to get arrested by Officer Jenny because of course he has broken in a hotel, which of course is a crime. And although our friends are really worried about Knuckle, Edo quickly confirms that Knuckle won't be in a lot of trouble and that he will be okay. And with that cheering words, our heroes are continuing their journey to Glorious City. So guys, that's it for today's episode, and I have to say this episode was really good. I really enjoyed it, and so that's why, without further ado, let's go straight into the rating. What can I say about the story? The story was of course a conflict between Knuckle and his former master Edo, and of course the fact that this is the typical story of a former student who wants to surpass his master. And in some points he really does great, but in the end we can learn from this story that you can't do everything alone, and that sometimes you even have to rely on teamwork instead of your own skills, which I really thought was an awesome message. And the overall action, for example, the short battle between Knuckle and Team Rocket was really cool. And of course I loved the opening mystery of Kaito Knuckle. I really was a little bit disappointed that we couldn't see Kaito Knuckle more in action, but overall the story was really good. I loved the message of the story, and because of that I will give this story a 7 out of 10. It was really decent. What can I say about the focus? The focus of course were not only the two parts of Binacle, left and right, but also of course the conflict between Edo and Knuckle. And the second part of the focus, of course, the swaying heart, not only of Binacle but also of those two, is really perfectly describing the focus of today's episode. And that although both of them and also left and right had some conflict with each other, that in the end there is a dangerous situation that they still can work together. And because of it I just love the focus, so I will rate it with an 8 out of 10. Really good, really good. What can I say about the animation? Although the animation was really decent when it comes to Kaito Knuckle, in the end there wasn't anything special, like really highlighting the critical moments. For example, when Knuckle was in a really dangerous situation, and of course the conflict between him and his master, and also the teamwork was really well animated, but it wasn't anything spectacular. It was really decent, but not really something I would say, wow, this was the animation highlight which I will never forget. It was good animated, but not something which would stand out from other episodes. So because of that I will give it a 7 out of 10. So in the end this episode scores a 7.33 out of 10, with the recommendation that this episode, although it was a filler, it was really good to watch because the actors were there, the message was there, and I just loved the overall package of this today's episode. Really decent one. I can't recommend you this episode more. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed my today's review, and see you guys later. Bye!